Loose cannon.
What's up with it, King?
Hey, kicking it, dog. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I've been seeing you going crazy, man. You've been staying busy. A lot going on the internet.
A lot going on. I was trying to stay sucker free, but my hands keep getting dirty.
I hear that. So, what's the most recent thing going on with you?
Shit. The most recent thing right now is probably the Snoopy. Snoopy.
Snoopy Badass.
Yeah, Snoopy Badass.
What's going on with you guys?
Basically, he clout chasing. He mad because Wack exposed him, and he a buster. Then he talking about he from Peru, but no gangs want him. He was supposed to be from neighborhood. Then he was supposed to be from Sex Cash. Then he was supposed to be from Peru. But now he's starting his own gang, and it's just him. I know you heard that, right?
Yep. Angel Lane.
Busterville. That's what they call him.
Okay. What do you think about that?
I just think that nobody's gonna follow a rat. And in this day and age, it's like, who gets in their 40s and want to start a new gang? Like, it just don't make, like, where the gang coming out of? Snoopy, that's something that you're gonna have to address. Because we already seen he can't fight. He got chased with a gun with no get back. He's a sucker. He want to talk shit to his baby mama and talk shit to an old man. This is real facts. And it's like, he's a weirdo. I think he's like one of the worst type of individuals in the world, is because you take the stand, you tell on somebody when Wack was confronting him, telling him he's not a real Peru, and you just sitting there taking it, and then you get off the interview, shake hands, give Wack a hug, and then come to Cam Capone and just talk real reckless. That's not a stand-up guy. He should have just took the criticism and just became a better man after that. Like, go to church, like, be a religious man, because this gang banging and street life is not for him. He's very zesty. He always got white shit on his lips. I don't know what it is. He's just a bum. Snoop Dogg gave him that thin ass chain, and he thought that he was doing something.
Have you guys ever met?
No, but I left him out the conversation because I'm like, bro's a real life buster, so it's like there's no point to speak on him. So he comes and do interviews and talk shit about me, and it's like, bro, like, why are you talking shit about me because my man is whack? That don't even make sense. Why give your opinion on it like me when you took the stand? Why give opinion on something that you're not a stand-up nigga? Now it's like he want to do like, what like Bricc baby do? Want to go off of like internet rumors to try to discredit me, and it don't work for him. It don't work for none of them.
Okay, now you brought up the snitching thing a couple times, man. What his excuse is that the dude wanted him to say that, get on the stand and say that to defend him.
Okay, but you go against the code of the streets, get on the stand and say that, and put another man in jail for 50-something years? What kind of code is that? Is that's cool to take somebody off the street because another man couldn't handle his own business? Is that cool making the police leaving the scene and then coming back to the scene and giving a statement? Is that like, really? Is that really, you have integrity by doing that? Like, oh, you trying to save your bro? Like, that's really weird. You rather give somebody 50-something years than keep it in the street on something that y'all really talk about and rap about. It's not a two-way street. These is busters.
Have you guys talked about boxing?
Of course. And it's like, as soon as I say, let's fight or whatever. I put out the video of him fighting, and he doing Michael Phelps swim moves. So I'm like, bro, there's no point for you to try to fight somebody if you can't really fight. Stop acting tough on the internet, because if I see you in person, it's gonna be all bad for him. Do you agree with somebody doing an interview with somebody? You get called out on your shit, y'all leave peacefully, and then you go the very next day or a week later doing an interview and talking about this individual, this, that, or whatever. This person is a bitch. He's a rat lover. He's this and all this other stuff. He's a cop. But you didn't say that to his face when he told you everything he felt about you to your face.
I don't even know how they ended up. I don't know what happened.
He got
like when they came here to do the interview, I thought him and Wack were cool. That was what I thought until they showed up.
Yeah, when they showed up, it's like you give backlash on somebody that you actually sit next to that said you're not a real power. Why would you come to another platform and talk shit about another man when you had the perfect opportunity to do it in his face? That's not a stand-up guy. That's somebody that actually got backlash, got hurt, he got his feelings hurt, which we know that you have to have alligator skin to be on the internet and doing the shit that people do. So you're going to get exposed, or you're going to get certain things in your past that's going to be brought out. It's the internet. So if you couldn't accept the shit that another man told you, you should have addressed it right then and there. And that's where it's like, you're not a real, like, bro, you use a buster for that.
Okay. So I also seen recently you went to the 600 fight.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
So we pulled up like 50 deep. But let me tell you the story first, because I know where you're going with this, right? So we talked to Boskoe the day before. When we talked to Boskoe, me and him was setting up a fight. So we was like, okay, we're going to go to the 600 fight. We're going to do like promo pictures, a video, face off, right? So he was like, oh, I don't have no food or anything like that, and rent is coming up. So I said, how much are you going to charge them? He said, I'm going to charge them $500. So I said, listen, you know what I'm going to do? As a man, I'm going to give you $250, and they're going to give you $250 or whatever. So you know that I'm coming out of my pocket, and you ain't going to spend nobody going to touch you. So as soon as we go in there, we like 50, 60 deep. We walk in there or whatever. We see Boskoe, he got his head down. I asked the promoter for some water. Beef, aka Dino, went over there and he handed us the water, right? As soon as we looked back up, we were like, where'd Boskoe go? Boskoe gone. Completely like disappeared. We talking about in the span of maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, right? Then we come back. I mean, Wack was like, nephew, I think he gonna get on the internet tomorrow and talk some shit. And I'm like, nah, he ain't gonna do that, because we told him we ain't gonna touch him. And Wack told the promoters begged him. He was like, Wack, can you please keep people off of Boskoe? Wack was like, I'm not about to mess up nobody's event and nobody money, and we trying to get money out of this situation. Boskoe come to you and do a whole interview slandering me and Wack, talking about he felt like it's gonna be, we was gonna do like Draco thing to him. And it's like him and Snoopy Badass got that in common. They leave no jumper, or leave a situation where you see the people, and then they come the very next day and want to do an interview and make up a whole story. Like Boskoe called me or whatever like that, talking about when I told her, I said, yeah, I'm gonna beat you up and put you on the internet just like Rosemo did, right? He say to Wack and me, Rosemo died 2 days later after that, right? Alluding to he had something to do with it, right? And I'm telling him, like, bro, why would you be alluding to a crime? I said, we're going to have to erase it because we on live stream. But the conversation already got out. When it got out or whatever, we was like, he trying to say that we set him up for a murder when if you say something once, you should be able to say something twice or 3 or 4 times, right? But he do like FaceTime recording me, right? So when he do FaceTime recording me, he put it on his Instagram for promo and stuff like that. Then he's calling me and begging me like, bro, I need some money. I want to buy some tacos or whatever like that. I need $250 in that sum. I already got the recording out. So I recorded his bum ass. And then he was like, I didn't say I killed him. Game did it. I'm like, bro, why are you alluding to and basically snitching saying that Game did something and he really didn't? You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all need to stop clout chasing. And that's it.
Okay, this was on live.
You want me to play it?
I've heard it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was live though when you guys did it.
Yeah, no, did you see the FaceTime one?
Which
The one where he said Game did it.
No, I didn't see that one. I seen the other was the other one.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you the one later, unless you want to see it now.
I definitely don't want to see it on camera.
Okay, we wait afterward.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's like they trolls. Like, if you have a problem or you feel a certain type of way, and you in front of the person, wouldn't you address it? And I promised him, I'm like, bro, we ain't about to do nothing to you. We trying to get some money. We trying to get a bag. But he just a bitch. He's a clout chasing ass that be trying to act like he's tough around the world or whatever like that. Just because people got the shaggy beards and they ugly and like they just talk aggressive, they think they tough, but they not. They's like real sweethearts.
Okay, so are you guys is it gonna go down? Do you think it's gonna go down? You guys gonna get in the ring?
He said he don't want to fight. I'll show you that too. He showed me, he said, I like you too much or whatever like that. I want to be your friend. I don't want to fight you. Swear to God.
Damn.
So everything I'm telling you, I could show you. Like, he calls me all day, every day, FaceTime and trying to talk to me. I said, Boskoe, I'm going to beat your ass when I see you. He laugh it off and be like, no, let's just get some money together. Like, he's a real life, like, sweetheart, sweetie pie. Like, bless his soul.
Okay, so you guys are also at the fight, but I heard you actually got in a fight with somebody.
Yeah. So, basically, it was an internet troll. Radio base. He was basically, mouthing off or whatever on the internet. And when we caught up to him, I asked him a question. I said, what's up with all the internet shit? He looked at me stupid like, huh? So I slapped him. Boom. And then he looked again. So I socked him and broke his nose. And then he was just leaking everywhere. He had the song Bless the Bottle. He signed with Too Short.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's been around for a while. He's more of a rapper then.
Yeah, more of a rapper, but you know how like the rappers is turning into like personalities, YouTubers and stuff.
Yeah.
So, he was giving.
What was he saying about you?
It was just more like I don't whacking 600 and Loose Cannon and stuff like that. They just everybody hates them, and he was on that bandwagon. I call them the Avengers now. So you got like a group of superheroes just trying to take down the villains, like P Nice. He's a sweetie pie. Boskoe, Bricc Baby, Spider Loke, Munchie B, and then a couple of other just no names. They don't get no recognition. So basically, we street. So if we're gonna do something, we ain't gonna incriminate ourselves. We're gonna just handle our business and leave it where it stands. He didn't do anything. He was a sweetheart. As soon as I slapped him or whatever, he spent around, and then I hit him, and then it was like over with. So I'm not gonna, pick on no buster. Like, he didn't do anything. If he would have tried to fight back or whatever, but he's just another one of those dudes that fall victim to clout chasing.
Damn. Never heard of him, but I mean, I guess people can hear about him now.
Yeah, people gonna hear about him.
Okay.
And he had a nice sweatsuit on too. That motherfucker was all white. That motherfucker was nice, huh?
Okay, now I seen this headline and the video was like an hour, so I didn't get a chance to watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure you've seen it. You know the dude Rich Trapper, right? You don't like him?
He's just another a clout chaser that basically, like, say he's like a serious woman beater. Like, this have so many woman abuse charges. It's ridiculous. Like, he beats on a bitch, get another bitch, beats on her, get another bitch, and beats on her. It's like a repetitive thing. Like, that's what he likes to do. And that's it. But when we try to get him in the ring with 600, he don't want to fight. When I told him, I said, listen, I'll beat up you and Boskoe and somebody else at the same night or whatever like that. I told him to his face. He didn't want to do it. So everything that I'm saying is, I tell people in their face. I tell people so they can acknowledge it and give me a yes or a no. Like, it's to a point where it's like I'm bullying everybody on the internet, I feel, because each time they say something, I want to fight. And then when I say, okay, let's meet up, let's do this, let's do that, let's orchestrate it, they be like, oh, no, I'm just playing it just for content. Be like, okay.
Okay, the headline says him and Boskoe were trying to run fake paperwork.
Fake paperwork?
Yeah. Or
fake content?
It says fake paperwork, bro. I'm gonna read it exactly. Read it to you. I didn't have no idea. It was like an hour long. I didn't have a chance to watch it.
It was one of his videos, right?
Yeah.
And the guy, Money, DTE, Demon Time Exotics, he's the one that exposed him on all the bitches he beat up.
No shit.
All right, so basically, we ran a background check on Trap, but the Trap Booty Bandit, right? You know what I mean? But we didn't run a criminal background check to where it got like the convictions and all of that. We ran a basic background check. So, I mean, everything from addresses to phone numbers to, relatives and all of that. In that had an arrest record, right? But it didn't have the details about the convictions and all that, but it showed all the arrests. On there, one of the charges was a sexual battery, right? But it was from 2000. So everybody was saying, well, Trap Booty Bandit, he 34, so that would have made him 11. So I acknowledged that. I said, yeah, okay, it would have made him 11, but I'm just telling you what's on here. I'm just reading what's on the paper. So if it's not true, let him clear it up. So then, I start getting DMs, I start getting emails, everybody just sending me stuff. So somebody sent me some information basically saying he had a child when he was 12. So if you got a sexual charge at 11, I'm just, and I always clarify the parts that I don't have the total information on. I'm just assuming on this part. But if you got a sexual charge at 11, then have a baby at 12 and you self-admitted. So when I got that information, I didn't put it out right away, right? Then some information kept coming in. They was telling me like, yeah, he did an interview where he missed having a baby at 12. So I dig up the interview and I put it out. I'm like, well, I thought you had, you know what I'm saying? I thought this was all fake. So basically he had a You know, domestic violence from 2018, he beating the bitch up. You know what I'm saying? 2024, he stalking the bitch, beating the bitch up, you know, going to school. Yeah, so he basically, you know, he's stalking the bitch, he beating her up. She get a restraining order on him and everything. He going to the kid's school cause with the new dude and all of that. So I'm just putting all of this information out. He getting my DMs, you know what I mean? Basically saying like, I know where you live and you got family and all this stuff. You know, you better be careful. So I'm like, bro, you threatening my family. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want to play it. So I told him, I'm gonna just put out content for a week straight on you. And that turned into 2 weeks and we just been on top of Buddy Head. But yeah, man, definitely.
But think about this, Capone.
What was your name, bro?
I'm Money, Demon Time Exotics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about this, Cam Capone, right? You go to his page, all you see is content on who? Me, Wack, and 600, right?
Basically the LA scene, yeah. Bricc, everybody, Snoopy, badass.
Yeah, probably now, but
the whole LA
it was really probably like for a whole 2 months. It's just been me, Wack, 600, me, Wack, 600 every single day, and it's like, bro, if you got skeletons in your closet, why would you be running content on somebody that you know? We're the exposers. We're gonna expose you somehow, some way.
Wack gonna do a background check on you, man. If you with Wack is not gonna just let it go. He gonna dig.
And
that's a fact.
Yeah, and that's what happens. It's like we dig, and it's bad. But it's just like he's a nobody. So it's like a waste of time. I don't even know like what to even say about somebody that he put out a rap video and then don't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like he tries to rap. This nigga got gray hair everywhere. Like he's a bozo. He's a clown.
Yeah, I just see his stuff every now and then. I see some headlines and
yeah, and you probably clickbait.
Check it out from time to time.
All he do is steal content.
Yeah, that's all he do. That's why they not monetized no more. Think about this, right? Because we strike them because all they do is steal our content and put it out. And it just don't make sense. It's just like Spider Girl, right? He's mad because I exposed him for helping him out, giving him a place when 50 Cent told him he was a tax write-off. So he asked me, he was like, can you help me in the music industry? I was like, let me see what I could do. And then I, take him places and stuff like that. Was trying to help him out, playing his music and stuff like that, giving it to people. And they was like, you wasting your time. He's 40. So I said, you're right. So what I did was, he was sleeping in his Mitsubishi Mirage. I said, listen, Spider, I'm going to get you a place, sweetie. I got him an apartment, and then I gave him a couple of pounds of weed. I said, it ain't going to work for you. Start doing this. He gets mad at me because I tell the truth. Like, he won't deny it, but he just say, oh, there's like, you want to get down? We put him on blast. He don't want to fight. So it's like, what the I could do? Like, these people don't want to fight. And then Munchie B is like, I can't beat up the blind, the disability. Like, I'll feel bad. But he be talking big and reckless like he can actually do something. And it's like, bro, he's known, just like Boskoe, for getting his ass whooped. The biggest accomplishment for Munchie B is getting peanut butter up his. That's the known to fame, and that's just reality. He just known for getting peanut butter up his, and people calling him Peanut Butter Munch. So it's like, Boskoe is known for getting his ass beat. The first person that went viral and got a voice for getting his ass whooped by Rosemo. So, and Munchie B, shout out to Inglewood. I'm not picking on y'all, but I'm just telling y'all, it's a lot of sweethearts coming out of there. And he, like, it's sad, but they try to do the podcast thing, and it just don't work for him. I got him fired from No Jumper because they was whack. Spider Low coming all dirty and high and shit, drinking on the job. Like, how you conducting business and you drinking and on pills? Then my other sweetheart, I know everybody was thinking he was tough, is P Nice. P Nice, he's a nice guy. And it's like,
You and P Nice don't get along?
no, look, let me tell you, right? This is the whole story. With the nap situation, right? With DW Flame and stuff. I said something about it. And when I said something about it, P Nice, I was like, basically, like, yeah, I want to say naps and stuff like that. Even if you apologize, I said, I got homies from A-Trays, but I don't get along with tramps, right? So I seen him at 600 fight. When I seen him at 600 fight, he knew I had a problem with him, right? Because they want to be clout chasing. So I tell him, tramps, do something about it. He heard me or whatever like that, and he was just the sweetest pie, like a honey bun, a Pop-Tart, right? You know, they hard on the outside, soft in the middle. So he wants to roar up after I expose him. Oh, Whack, I want to get down with him or whatever like that. So Whack calls me. I'm like, shut your buster ass up. I'm like, stop. Where you at? So Whack orchestrated the fight, right? So I said, Whack, I'm on my way, dead homies. So it was 4th of July too, right? So I'm pulling up. I'm like an hour away. I hit Whack like, where cuz at? So we could get this out the way. Whack said, hey, he just hit me. He said he don't want a problem. Did the issue. He don't want to fight you. So I said, oh, okay. Bless his heart.
And that was it.
Yeah, he's a buster. Like these just like put on extra little shirts and they act like they working out and doing this and he went from No Jumper, literally No Jumper, having a CEO podcast to doing interviews at a park. Like, he's going to park doing interviews. Like, bro, his career is over. It's not working. What is the CEO, what is you teaching people? GR? How to apply? Like, it's nothing. Nothing we can learn from that dude. He's the only I know that do videos with filters. Facts. This is all facts. And then he's supposedly be working out. I'm telling you, Cam, I be pressing everybody. And they not like that. I'm telling you, oh, we just doing it for content. We just trying to pay our rent and survive. I swear to God. When I get on the phone with them, be like, bitch ass, oh, what's up, Luce Cannon? Can I get a picture? Swear to God. He probably thinking,
He not lying. I've been on the phone with him. I done heard him. Boskoe, I done heard Boskoe being nice, man. You know what I mean? Be nice. He put out the video saying the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
that he didn't want the problems. That Whack hit you up and he didn't want them problems.
So you have to understand that they just be internet, all internet.
Okay. And, you know, we're having these problems and, you know, moving around, man. You know, are you worried that, like, you know, one of them might try some sneak attack type shit and, you know, throw you off guard or something?
They sweetie pies. Like, you have to really understand they wouldn't throw rice at a Chinaman's wedding. So these people be swear up and down like, I'm just this. And then when you see them, they be like, "How you doing, brother? Like, are we good?" Like, they be like that. I see them physically, and they do not want no smoke. Spartaloke, the homie was like, "You want to get down with him?" No, I don't want to get down. Swear to God. Munchie B, this nigga bump into everything. So it's like, there's no point to even, like, even with him. Like, he talk about, he's a hate Crips, but he got a handicap placard. He pulls up every store he go to and pull up to a Crip sign.
It's like the guy I had on the phone that said you ain't from 60s, then get on the phone, neighborhood cuz.
Oh yeah. Like, that's what they do.
I swear.
Right, that was the first thing I believe Bricc Baby said about you when you went viral for the Big U situation.
Yeah, so basically what Bricc is, Bricc is and I want y'all to really understand this. Every beef he get into, next day or two, he apologizes. This is what he does. Bricc Baby is just a habitual apologizer. Get into it. That's why you know how that phone call got released, right? With me and Bricc.
I don't know how it got released though.
Okay, so Bricc, but you heard it, right?
Yep.
And when you heard it, what was he saying? He was a nice guy, right?
Damn, bro, I don't remember. I did hear it, man, but I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, he was a sweetie pie.
Let's bring it up. Hold on, we can listen to it.
And then he swear up and down, I recorded it.
You didn't record it?
No.
Who recorded it?
It's bad. See, the people that with Bricc won't Bricc gone. You get what I'm saying? He swear up and down it was me. 6-0 wasn't me. You see how nice he is, right?
I mean, it really sounded like you guys both were talking like grown men. I'll be honest.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is for that conversation to get out, right? Because we was on the phone. You know how the viral clip where it was like, I got more skulls than you got squabbles, right?
Okay.
That's the day after that.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is like this. If you have animosity or you say I'm not from somewhere, but we've been knowing about each other for years. He came from Atlanta. I was in the hood. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's like, I cannot say Bricc Baby is not from the hood. You get what I'm saying? But Big U tell him to say that because I'm tearing down Big U's credibility. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling him facts and the truth and stuff like that. So the next thing you do is tell the millions of people of the world every single week or every chance you get that Luce Cannon is not from 60s. And they try to start that rumor. And then you got other people trying to address it or whatever and saying that the internet trolls, but I be in the hood all the time. They didn't tell you that when Big U and them was saying that, I pulled up to the football game where he was coaching at, went to the field, looked everybody in their eyes and said like, what's up? Went live on the phone, dead homies with him. You get what I'm saying? And nobody said anything. Nobody did anything. They didn't tell you the last 3 or 4 hood days, every single year is at my house. In Corona, California, Riverside, California. You get what I'm saying? So just because I own property out in the IE, well, Riverside County, which they stupid, that I'm from the IE because I own property. No, that means that I got bags and I brought houses. So it's like, what is the point of trying to allege a conspiracy of saying that when I'm in the hood all the time, just like y'all, I'm feeding the homies. I got my own team. I got this. I'm putting people in better positions.
Okay. You, 600, and Whack.
Yeah.
Have all went ballistic on Big U. Big U is somebody who, up until recently, when you guys started going at him, is somebody who was highly respected, throughout all of LA gang culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know anybody who said anything bad about Big U up until you guys started going at him.
No, see, the thing is, it's like Big U try to backdoor Whack. You get what I'm saying? Like, there was Game concert and Game brought Corrupt there, right? So of course he bring Corrupt there. He bring the homies and stuff there, right? So Whack is really, he's at the door doing his event and stuff like that, putting on, getting his bread. Whack had run into some of my homies, right? When he ran into with some of my homies or whatever, like, they had words. Whack go outside. When Whack go outside or whatever like that, Big U was like, get him. Whack whipped out on him and was like, we're going to all go and you going to go first, right? Telling Big U that, right? So that's where their complications and problems stem from. You get what I'm saying? Because of that situation when it went completely bad, where it's not repairable, because, I mean, it might can, but where it's like you was at my house, I was at your house, me and your wife know each other and stuff like that. Your kids call me nephew and all that other stuff like that. I saved your kid's life, right? So Whack is like, how you gonna try to have your homies do that to me when we have a better relationship? If we not messing with each other, we just not messing with each other, right? So that's where that went. 600 went a different way because 600, Big U told him, like, it's either me or Whack. And Big U put him on the internet trying to expose 600. And 600 was like, bro, Whack is trying to help me out and better my life or whatever like that. Why are you trying to expose me or whatever for trying to get money? It was good when you was with Whack, but since you're not with Whack, I should stop with him. And so when it comes down to, and then what's the name started trying to expose him with Eddie Boy and all the other stuff. That's where that comes in at. But then my gripe is with, because working with the grid program, and he was basically, like doing sneaky stuff or whatever. And
what's the grid program?
The grid program is the when the police department go and get local game leaders and members, and they put them in an organization that just fight crime for them because the police is not doing a great job. So they rather hire people that's in that organization that could control it and give us, when a murder happened, oh, it's a tip. If somebody gets robbed, oh, it's a tip. Or who got this gun or whatever like that? Let me check. That's how it works. That's the grid program. So it went from not saying that he's giving out murders or he's doing this or whatever like that, but from my own eyes and ears, I seen him do police shit.
Damn. Okay. And so, is any of this beef that you got going on, is any of this stuff repairable?
With who?
Anybody.
Spiderloak, I told him it would be repairable once we fight. So that ain't gonna never happen. He don't want to fight. So Munchie B, I told him once he let go of his CNI dog and talk to me face to face, we could repair it. P Nice, I told him once he get a regular job, we could talk. Snoopy Badass, I don't know, he just a complete buster. Boskoe, he just a liar. If he come out and tell the truth, then I'll with Boskoe, because you need ugly around that make you laugh and shit all the time. And he's funny. He's a very entertaining, ugly individual. He's like the ugliest on the internet. The other people, like Big U, like, I love him. You get what I'm saying? I have no malice to him or want to expose him. But it's just like certain shit he do is just like super, super weird. And it's like, you don't want somebody to with this individual because you stop with them. But once you be cool with that individual, then that person is already out because that person already stopped with that person. That's the type of games he played. And it's like, it was cool when everybody in the hood didn't like Wack, but he was with Wack. You get what I'm saying? And then when he fell out with Wack, he expect that he brought around Wack or whatever like that to just stop with him. But it just wasn't right. And so people start seeing it. He just used people for a beneficial gain. If he can't get nothing out of you, he ain't really with you. So me, I was the shooter. I was the fighter. I had all the money. You get what I'm saying? I had my own team and stuff like that. So it's just different. So, oh, nephew, we need to come over here. It was good until I realized, like, bro, some of my team is disappearing. You get what I'm saying? They're going to jail. We don't know how. And then when he know I did something, the whole LA know. And that's police shit. So it's like, if you go do something, only me and you know what I just did. Why is other homies calling me talking about, I know what you did, I just heard what you did. Who you hear that from? Oh, Big U. Like, that's police shit.
Being around Wack, having this good relationship with Wack, Wack has offended a lot of people by his comments about Nipsey with the tape and, saying he's not a legend. Do your homies ever get on you or say anything about you, about your relationship with Wack?
No, it's just like, because I always check them about certain situations, right? And people have to really understand that no rappers become legends until they die. And it's just sad to say. The only person that was a living legend was probably Michael Jackson. And then they tore that down with the pedophile shit. You get what I'm saying? So Tupac became bigger when he died. Biggie became bigger when he died. Draco became bigger when he died. Nipsey became bigger and went platinum when he died. Nobody respects nobody until they don't have them no more. And that's just the way this world is.
But nobody said, you get into it with it? Do you have arguments with people about it?
No, of course, people don't understand what Wack is actually saying until I break it down to them. When Wack say something, he's speaking politically correct, but people don't want that because they want to be biased. Nipsey didn't have no platinum records until he died. People wasn't banging Nipsey Hussel, and he wasn't known across his world until he died. His story became bigger after he died. So when he said he wasn't a legend, he wasn't a legend. When a legend is not somebody that you could pull up at the hood store and see him and shake his hand and get a picture. Right or wrong? Can you do that to Beyonce?
I thought that being a hood dude, that's what makes you a legend.
No, he was a street legend.
If you can pull up and shake Snoop's hand in his hood,
you can't shake Snoop.
I feel like that would make, you know what I'm saying, at this point, but for a long time, I think you could.
What, Snoop?
Snoop.
No. You think so? And especially after that murder, the murder, what's that thing where his bodyguard? Yeah. He wasn't playing that. Snoop was like, if I'm gonna try to get the real money or whatever and get some money, everybody can go. He wasn't, that's why he fell out with like Trady and Goldie Loke and all of them. It's because they didn't understand. He kept falling out with corrupting dads. It's because of certain things he didn't want to be around. Like Snoop Dogg got the biggest name in rap history. Everybody in this world knows Snoop Dogg. So it's like, Nipsey was a street legend. Nipsey did things for his community. Nipsey was an activist. Nipsey was empowerment to our community. When he died, he was empowerment to the world. People seen it. He had Lauren London and everybody else that was pushing his brand. That's what made Nipsey great and big. Did he ask yourself, did he have a platinum record when he was
I don't think he had a platinum. He didn't. See, that's what I always be telling
he had the
dudes,
same
man.
records. He had the same records.
He came up in a different era, though. He came up in the mixtape era. He might not have classic albums.
No, he got classic mixtapes.
But he got classic mixtapes.
Yeah, that's why I said he was a street legend. Usher is an icon.
Usher's an icon.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Chris Brown?
Yep. I mean, you know, unless you're gonna count the Rihanna thing.
You think one black eye should deserve like?
Depends on that black eye. You know what I mean?
Was it a bad black eye?
You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, the Chris Brown thing, I mean, it could go either way. It was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
So you...
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Do you still consider somebody an icon if they, make a horrible mistake?
What about Kobe Bryant then, if you're talking about that?
I mean, see, now it gets kind of technical because nobody really believes Kobe did it, you know?
But...
He gave her some money, but I don't think he ever was convicted. He never admitted to it. He never...
Yeah, but I'm just saying this like... Michael Jordan did.
What happened to Michael Jordan?
Remember he was gambling, doing all the other stuff. They kidnapped his daddy, and he didn't lose, so they killed his daddy.
Okay, yeah, I'm not.
He was a big gambler.
Okay. So, but I think I seen a video where it didn't have nothing to do with gambling. They did an interview.
Well, it had something to do with
it. The killers just on some random shit. Yeah. Yeah, they did an interview on Vlad.
The Killers?
Yeah. Michael Jordan's Killers. They said it had nothing to do with gambling, no nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know a lot of people thought that for a long ass time.
Yeah. What about who's that? Oscar De La Hoya.
Because of the fishnet pictures? Is that wrong? I mean,
I'm just asking you. We said about Chris Brown, so it's Chris Brown,
that's like he beat up a woman. He didn't just beat up, he beat a woman. Yeah, I think Michael Jordan cool. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, like I said, I don't think nobody believes Kobe actually did it, so I'm not. I don't believe he did it.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya definitely put them that stuff on, but I mean that's his personal life, bro. I ain't tripping on that shit.
Okay. Okay. So
I'm talking like something that could disqualify you from like.
Yeah, that's
like it, to me. It gotta be it gotta be serious, and it gotta be. We gotta have that video. We gotta have some concrete evidence. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be. You know what I'm saying? Some shit, some lies and bullshit going on.
Okay, so I got another question. Diddy.
Man, Diddy is definitely canceled, bro. He whooped Cassie, and then he got a lot of allegations, and he's looking real bad for Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What about French Montana?
What French do?
They was him and Diddy had a thing.
Like a thing? What do you mean like a thing?
I mean, me personally, I seen them, touching on them. I got pictures.
You got pictures of Diddy and French Montana?
You want me to show you?
Suspect? Yeah.
Okay. I see. What I be telling you, everything is facts, brother.
I don't know. No, I don't think. I mean, was French Montana an icon though? I don't know.
No, I'm not saying the icon, but I'm just saying like. French Montana had big records. He's the only person that I know that comes out of nowhere and have smashes. Okay. Who's that?
Okay, it's French Montana, and is that Diddy? I can't really tell.
Yeah, that's Diddy.
I don't know, man. That looks suspect as hell. I don't know what the they doing, man.
Let me do a closer one.
I can't tell if that's Diddy, but man.
But you, okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to. You know that look. So the question is, it's like I don't know. After Diddy, I don't know if anybody could top that. No Diddy.
That's pretty bad. Diddy's looking pretty bad, man. I mean, I ain't trying to counsel nobody unless it's like
Nah,
they really got up, man. I believe in second chances. I don't believe in
third and fourth.
You know, not really, but I mean, I'm saying I don't believe in just a motherfucker up once or they say some dumb shit on the internet and them forever. Like I give same people the same respect, and you know what I'm saying, that I would hope people would give me if I made a mistake. You know,
Yeah.
but I ain't gonna make no
Diddy
big
mistakes.
yeah. That ain't happening. But you know,
How did you feel when you seen the elevator thing? When
with Jay-Z?
when he ran by the elevator.
Diddy, talking about Diddy. Yeah, it was horrible, dog. It was disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
What about the apology? Did you believe it was sincere?
I don't know.
No, it was some clown shit. We all know he was better off not saying anything and just probably trying to go get help. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of feel like he was either way. You know, if he apologized, everybody's gonna say it's a fake apology, and that if he didn't apologize, everybody would have been screaming, "Where's your apology?" You know,
That's true.
I kind of felt like he was just in like a lose-lose situation. He kind of took the best of the most up route.
Okay, so after that coming out, would anybody else be on the streets after that came out? That video.
What do you mean? Will anybody be on the streets?
Like, Diddy should be in jail.
Okay. I mean, they explained it though, right? Like, did you see the police? They talked about it.
What they say?
Statute of limitation.
What about R. Kelly?
R. Kelly's in jail.
Yeah, but wasn't that statute of limitation?
I don't remember,
Right?
but different crimes have different lengths. So I believe with sexual stuff, they've went back and changed the laws.
They
so
did?
You could go back further.
But
For that type of stuff.
Yeah, but if the laws wasn't changed in that crime, I mean, in that time when that crime happened, how can he get convicted of it?
You're not supposed to, but I think they've allowed people to go back, at least for suing purposes. That's how Diddy ended up getting sued, because I believe the statute of limitations was up on being sued. But so for the suing part, for the crime part, you might be right, but it could be longer for sexual assault type of stuff. So if you know what I'm saying, if you beat someone up, the statute of limitation might be like 5 years, 6 years. But if you rape somebody, that shit might be like 11, 12 years or some shit like that.
What about Bill Cosby?
You know? So Bill Cosby,
that was like 20, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
40 years.
Bill Cosby, so I don't know the details about the length of it, but for Bill Cosby, I mean, they did the right thing. They made a deal with Bill Cosby that if he talked about some things, they couldn't be used against him in court. He talked about it, and then they used it against him in court.
Damn.
That's why they had to let him out.
Oh, double jeopardy.
Yeah, yeah. And so he should have never went to jail for the shit, because they made a deal with him.
But that's crazy. But you see what I'm pointing out, right? When it came out to Bill Cosby, when it came to R. Kelly, when it comes down to a certain individual, if they want you, they're going to get you regardless. It don't matter if there's laws in place or anything like that. If you mess up,
They
it's
might
over
change
with.
laws to come get your ass.
That's it. And that's what a lot of people is not understanding. Like, especially when you're in a position of power. R. Kelly is a scumbag. He's worse than any individual on earth. He's a pedophile. He don't deserve to get out of jail. Will he get out of jail? He probably so. But at the end of the day, it's like people like that should die in jail. Touching kids, taking innocence and stuff like that is just like unheard of. But I think the same punishment should have been with their parents too. You got a grown man with a 14-year-old. Where's your supervision at?
It's kind of weird.
It is weird
to leave your kid with a grown ass man.
Yeah.
That ain't family, ain't babysitting. Just hey, let's go hang out with our like nah, bro.
Yeah. So it's like that's some scumbag shit. And it's like people, for him to even prey on kids is ridiculous.
It's weirdo shit, bro.
No, very weirdo.
I don't understand it.
And that's like the Aaliyah.
Married Aaliyah.
Wasn't Dame Dash just in the same category, right?
No, she was of age.
Oh, she was?
When Dame was with her, yeah.
But R. Kelly, they should have knew back then. And he made a song telling on himself, age don't have nothing but a number.
Oh yeah.
Age ain't nothing but a number,
telling
right?
Me no, or my mind keeps telling me no.
Yeah, it's like he's telling on himself in his music. And people is ignoring it because, and they singing along to it. And he's making pedophile music.
You still gonna step in the name of love, though?
No.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
No R. Kelly.
No R. Kelly, no Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson
canceled too.
Yeah, think about it. What grown man want to hang out with kids?
Yes, I know, man. I know it looks bad, man. So you got a whole playground for him, dog.
Yeah.
A whole theme park for him, dog. Yeah.
That is like the worst individuals in the world. And people is going to get mad at me because I'm saying it, but at the end of the day, it's the truth. People have to understand just because you like their music and like to see what's around them, their personal life really defines you. Like LeBron James, an excellent human being. You get what I'm saying?
LeBron James is shit is about as close as perfect as you could be.
So it's
Marriage
like,
100. Ain't heard about no cheating.
Nothing.
No crimes committed. No nothing.
Yeah, like
the biggest complaint about LeBron is
flopping.
He flops.
That's
like,
it.
that's the biggest complaint about
And that's
LeBron.
it. But anything else, a superstar, a megastar.
Yeah.
Like a role model. You want to raise your kids to be just like him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to take your hats off because he's raising his kids and got his son in the NBA. That's like priceless. On the same team.
That's big.
Very big.
Yeah, man. LeBron, you can say what you want about him on the basketball court, but off the court.
See, people don't understand.
He's definitely like.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Someone to look up to for sure. Yeah.
Michael Jordan didn't have that. Nobody had that except for LeBron James.
Yeah,
Shaq didn't have that. Charles Barkley didn't have that. Kenny Smith didn't have that. Kobe Bryant didn't have that. Like Rick Fox. You could go through a whole list of basketball players. LeBron James, wife is at the games. Kids is at the game. He's training them. It's just like he's doing it. But everybody around him is cheating. Dwayne Wade, you know what he doing.
Oh, man.
Like, literally, like, he didn't even give a child to say, hold on, you might regret this 5-10 years from now.
Did they really go through with that?
Yeah.
Oh, no way, bro.
Yeah, he went through with that, and it's like you just up a whole kid's life.
Man.
I think that is Zaya, right?
I'm not sure.
It was Zaire, now it's Zaya.
According to court documents, on February 24th, a Los Angeles County judge signed off on the petition first filed by the former NBA star in August 22. The teen is now legally recognized as female, and her name was changed from Zion
To Zaya, right?
to Zaya. It doesn't say anything about him actually having a sex change, though.
Oh no, that happened.
Man,
That was a big thing.
it's crazy, man. Crazy.
But when the child, the young dude, get up older, he gonna realize he can't have a baby. So how do that make you a woman when you can't reproduce? Well, don't crucify me, people, for telling the truth, but it's the truth. Like, if people want to be gay, I love that. Just be gay, but be in your own skin. You get what I'm saying? If you want to be with a man, you be with a man. If you want to be a woman, want to be with a woman, be in your own thing, but don't try to be the opposite sex. You agree or no? He like, see,
I'm gonna take a start. I definitely don't think kids should be doing it.
Of course.
I'm gonna stand on that's. I think if you over 18, man, I don't
You do
care.
what you
I don't
want.
care what you want to do, man. But I don't agree with kids doing it, because I think when you a kid, like
Your mind
you
does
don't really
not
know
develop.
who you are, what you are,
Exactly.
man. And,
Yeah.
You know, I just feel I don't understand why anybody would allow their kid to do it, because, you know, they always say, well, you gotta let them do what they want, and I'm like, no, you don't. You know, they kids. You supposed to
Facts.
teach your kid what's right and what's wrong. So
Facts.
I just don't get it.
And it's wrong when you feel like it's guilty. You guilty of doing something. That's when you know something is wrong. It's like when I'm guilty of putting in work, I'm hoping the police don't come knocking on the door, right? When somebody is feeling like trapped and they can't come out of something and be like, oh, I'm gay, that means you feeling guilty about something, right? So I just feel like if they comfortable and they own it, like Ellen, she own it. Beautiful. So you get what I'm saying? And it's like her, and who else? It's like, you know, like real good, like role models that help and inspirate the people. It don't matter if you black, white, Asian, Mexican, anything like that. If you own it, I love it. You get what I'm saying? But when you try to hide it and be down low and do all the other stuff like that, it's crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. How do you feel about what Rowdy Rebel said, where he said, I'm out of here, LA, MD.
Yeah.
Just the Hoovers too.
Yeah. So Rowdy Rebel is like the worst of the worst busters. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I could see if you did it while you in LA on a Hoover Street or something like that, but choose your man and get your own man. You get what I'm saying? Don't make it a coast thing. And it's like, he's not big enough to even have that type of voice or opinion anyway, because he didn't know Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was he was in jail when Pop Smoke was blowing up. He got out of jail when Pop Smoke died. So why are you trying to make it a LA versus New York thing when you had no influence on the Wilson, and he's not even from your gang? Y'all from the same area, but y'all from different gangs. That's like me being from Rolling 60s and I'm taking up for somebody from 40 Crip that I don't even know. You get what I'm saying?
All right.
We from the same area and same by the way, but like that's wrong. Like, why would you say, tell I'm going to LA, somebody suck my, like that's disrespectful, and it's like it's no good. Anybody that see that, I don't even get along with the Hoovers, right? But I know how they feel. It's like bro, you gonna do that when we ain't even condoning the kid that did it, and he's telling you the kid already came out doing interviews and saying what he did. Like, you should be trying to say F that. You get what I'm saying? Not a whole hood. That's like Buster shit. Right? And then you have nobody from New York that's speaking out and saying like, oh, we don't stand with that. So it's like, New York, do y'all feel like that or y'all don't? Because somebody should come out and say, I don't feel that way and I don't stand with that nigga. Because that's wrong. It's disrespectful.
What happens if Rowdy Rebel comes back to LA?
Oh, he ain't coming back to LA. And if he do, it's like, he's no good. Come on. You already, when people do that and make LA kill the most rappers, most celebrities. Everybody get robbed out here. Everybody get killed out here. People thinking they could go to Beverly Hills and wear all their jewelry and stuff like that. Don't know LA, the hood is only 15, 20 minutes away from you. So as soon as somebody see you, oh, he at this hotel. You lunch meet. Go to, when y'all come to California, come to LA especially, do your business. Do not with no bitches. After you done with your business, go home.
Can he fix things with LA?
Nah, stuff like that is not repairable, because you just said tell LA to suck my, and then you just say, and also the Hoovers. Like, you can't do that when you have no ties. You clout chasing, and you're gonna pay for that. That's like if I go to New York and say something like that, nobody, I don't care if 1,000 other people forgive you. It's gonna be 1 or 2 people that's not gonna forgive you, and they're gonna knock you down. People die for less.
So it only gonna take 1 or 2 people to not forgive him.
Of course, that's it. You know that. Like, why do people really live and believe Hoover is Hoover and that's it in life? So they're gonna take that personal. They got that chip on their shoulder. Yeah, if he come back or whatever, he's gone. He put a bounty on his head for the whole LA.
Which is crazy.
It's beyond crazy. It's just like you just signed your death certificate by coming to LA. PMB thought he could wear his jewelry and stuff like that and go to Roscoe's and eat and be cool. The hood is right there. You get what I'm saying? Like, people lay down Shaq and had him on his knees, robbed him. Carmelo Anthony. What makes you think they robbing giants? So what makes you think that somebody average, like, boy?
I've heard about the Carmelo Anthony thing.
Yeah.
Okay, can you touch on that, or?
Yeah, they robbed him.
Where'd they rob him at?
At Roscoe's.
Oh. Okay.
In a parking lot. So it's like, people don't understand that y'all thinking y'all going to a spot to eat and get some good food, and like, y'all going to the hood, or y'all going where the chain snatchers be at. You know, the homies be in Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and they driving down looking for somebody to rob. It's the easy lick. They looking for out of towners. Order your food. That's why they invented Uber Eats and DoorDash, or get food in the hotel.
Don't go through no drive-through.
No.
Don't go sit down and eat.
It's like, I'm from Rolling 60s. I'm not going to the Hoovers to eat. I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to the 5 Trades and to go eat. I know what's going to happen. So people have to realize that you're not from LA. So just do the bare minimum. That's like, even people coming to the IE, San Bernardino, people is still going to rob you. This is not, it's nothing easy in California, Southern California, Northern California, nothing.
People have been like, I've been seeing swamp stories, and they're kind of like saying LA has a low murder rate, and it's not as tough as some of the other cities. How you feel about that?
I mean, think about it. Just because the locals ain't killing each other, the outer tenors is getting it. Do you get what I'm saying? So people say dumb things, or they should be praising that LA is gang populated and the OGs is actually doing their jobs. You get what I'm saying? And the youth is looking up to the OGs and making sure, like, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. You get what I'm saying? So that's not a diss. That should be like, we should be following LA structure.
So the OGs are the ones that's getting the crime rate down.
Yeah, because
the murder rate
because they've been through prison, they've been through certain things. So they telling the little homies like, yeah, y'all don't want that for your life. You get what I'm saying? Go and get money, bitches, get a career, do some shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, make a good living. And you got people that don't have nothing to do with LA talking about the murder rate when they should be saying, damn, we should follow LA politics, the structure of it. You get what I'm saying? We won't have a high killing rate like Chicago and St. Louis and stuff. So we got structure. Is there something wrong with structure?
Seems to be working.
Of course. So it's like, that should be a good thing for people.
Did you hear what academics said about LA hip hop?
Yeah. So we was all on Clubhouse. Me, academics, Wack, all of us on Clubhouse, and academics was basically stating that people in New York and on the East Coast don't politic about LA. But LA is always politicking about like other shit. You get what I'm saying? And he feels that New York and the East Coast feel a certain type of way about LA. And I feel like we don't feel no type of way when it comes down to them.
But do LA really politic that much about New York? I don't think so.
No.
Bro. Just the big shit, just the big stuff that happens. They ain't politicking about every little thing that go on in New York.
But
there ain't a lot going on in New York.
Yeah, but see, they do. And it's like, what we politicking about? Pop Smoke? PNB Rock?
But that's LA though too.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? That's attached to LA.
Yeah, it happens in LA.
Yeah.
And they think that we supposed to do something to the people that did it. But we don't go to their states and juried out and acting like we running around running this shit. You get what I'm saying? We know better. That's why we come from structure.
So people think that LA is supposed to do something about PNB getting robbed?
Yeah, and it's killer. It's the same thing with Pop Smoke. They think that the dude that killed Pop Smoke should be dead.
I can understand that.
Well,
I don't understand them feeling that LA should do it. But
and facts.
But I get them wanting him dead. I could see that.
Yeah, but they want him dead, then come and do something about it. He the one doing interviews, book the little nigga, set him up. Do something, get him out of here. But don't say like LA gotta touch you. Like, no, if something happened to a LA dude in New York, you think New York gonna say, oh, we got this? No, he ain't from, he not where we from. They could care less.
I mean, like, in prison politics, though, you know, to keep the peace between two gangs, you got to go handle your own people. So it's like, they not going to let a rival gang discipline one of their own. They going to discipline their own so the rival gang don't come do something that's going to cause something bigger. So and if you think about it like that, maybe they thinking like, all right, y'all should handle that so we ain't got to come over there and handle that. Because it happened in y'all backyard, that's y'all people, handle that business, so we ain't gotta come handle it. Maybe that's how they thinking.
Yeah, but then they thinking about it wrong because, be honest, do New Yorkers respect LA dudes? I don't think so. people don't understand. Every coast think they better than every coast.
Everybody thinks they're the best. Yeah,
Exactly.
every
So
coast,
it's
every
like,
city, every hood.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's to a point where it's like, do y'all just say, okay, we're gonna just, if you got ties in LA, like I got ties in New York, right? So if I have real homies from New York that love me, I should be able to pressure issue and get the job done, right? So you telling me nobody in New York got ties to LA to get the little knock and get them out of here?
They should.
Exactly. So they can't blame that on just a whole city.
Would it start a war if he was killed?
No. But now, probably now, because
Oh, because of Rowdy Rebel?
Roddy Rebel should never made that statement. So now LA is gonna make a point. Okay, you ain't gonna touch him now. That's just facts. He should have never said anything. And why would you leave and say that? That's like the ultimate disgrace.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's like he would have been better off going on Hoover Street, one of the sections, and taking a picture or something like that and saying F it or something like that. That would have been more respectable than you getting on a plane out of here. And we don't even know if you was really in LA. You could have been clout chasing the whole time, but you clout chasing want to lose your life for something that you probably wasn't even out here for. Because I don't know, not one club that's gonna book Rowdy Rebel.
Oh, no, he ain't getting no clubs booking Rowdy Rebel in LA.
No,
For sure.
nobody. I don't know one person has want to do some brand ambassador with Rowdy Rebel. Like, you can't even get that in New York, nigga. So why would you be coming over here? It's facts.
I hear you. It's definitely gonna be tough out here for him. I don't know how he fixes it. One person that surprised everybody when he came out not too long ago, claiming the '60s, was Young Buck. Did you know Young Buck? Did you ever come across Young Buck?
Yeah. So basically, I know Young Buck through like 50 Cent, and then he was hanging out with Big U. And, Young Buck was solid until those allegations came about or whatever. And then him getting caught crying to 50 Cent after you just was relentless talking shit about him. And then you get caught crying. So it's like, you still didn't do nothing to 50 Cent. So how can I take you serious? Somebody that gave you a career and then took it from you. And then you messing with. So it's like it's a bad look. So if he's saying like he's from,
He denies it.
what?
The thing.
It's video.
Is there video?
Yeah.
What's he say? His excuse is that he was set up and that nothing happened or something, right?
I think he said something like he just was in there talking to it, but he didn't do nothing. I remember that. Yeah, because it was like in a hotel. He came to meet it, you know what I mean? And he was in there, he was talking to it, but he said he didn't do nothing physically with it.
I mean, what you in there setting for?
He admitted knowing that it was a tranny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's like he went from Fantasia, popping and stuff like that too, and then crying on the phone with 50 Cent. So it's like, at this point, you got to do something about it because nobody believes your music on what you're going to ever do. You're hanging out with the police.
Eesh. Well, anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, just y'all kids have to learn to respect the greats. Y'all YouTubers, y'all gonna be content each time I pull up and see you. Dead homies, we ain't gonna play.
That's what it is. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Dope
you too,
interview,
King.
man.
Yeah.
Just wish you luck with everything.
Of
For
course.
sure. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.